Were you afraid to be a sex symbol?
Yeah.
The pressure?
No, it wasn't about pressure. It was more or less like, I've never asked a chick to be my girlfriend. Ever. It was always like some Rasputia shit. You know, the light-skinned nigga in the, my boy. Like, if I liked you, I'm saying, if I liked you, all right. If I didn't, it's like, fuck off me.
Right,
You do the breath, Keisha. I ain't fucking with you. Shit like that. But it was, attention's not the thing. And I've always learned that too much female attention takes away from what you really try, because now you're doing it to appease them. So it's like it's a look, and we know, I'm saying, they are focused on a lot of superficial things when it comes to a man, right? So now it's like, do I have to worry about my shoes now? Do I have to worry about smiling too much in too many girls' faces? Do I have to worry about who I hug now? Do I have to worry about who gonna be at the hotel when I get back there and shit? That kind of thing.
Sound like married man questions.
Huh?
Did you?
No, not really. But there have been, you could be put in uncomfortable positions.
Yeah.
And, you know, and in that moment, you could either be, they say don't meet your heroes. In that moment, you could either be the hero, or you can be the villain. This nigga ain't what I thought he was, kind of shit. And you worry about that kind of thing too, even though this is just you being who you are, being genuinely you.
I asked that question for a particular reason, but I'm gonna double back on it because all of us had did an interview with Rock Wilder. And there's a reason I had asked you. The pressure was too much. It got to a moment, you know.
Yeah, it got.
We'll double back to that.
Only time the pressure got too much for me was when I was popping E-pills.
Same
That was
thing
that,
Rock
those
said.
fucking drugs and shit.
What time period was that?
Fuck, let me think. It was around the time when all that transitioning was happening, Rockefeller, Murder Inc., and you know, yeah. So in that era right there, we were all getting fucked up. I don't know what everybody else was on. I can only tell you what the fuck I was on. And it was on E-pill, alcohol, and weed. And I mean, wake up with them, go to sleep with them, all kind of shit. Like all day, all day process. And it got to a point where I was like, I couldn't eat. I was very addicted to these shits, and it was like I couldn't.
But why?
Something to do.
Was it a create? Oh, I'm going in the studio.
I cannot write. You can't write on no E-pill. You can't sit in no studio on no E-pill.
No.
Yeah.
Some other dudes.
I mean, some dudes probably can. Me,
I ain't gonna front. I wrote a couple battles on the E-pill.
That's that. Damn.
Impressive.
Lord have mercy. I can't create on shit like that. So for me, I remember vividly October 2000. I had a meeting with my crew, and I told them, I was like, New Year's, ain't none of us fucking with that shit no more. When the New Year's coming, it's gonna be 01, I was getting married. And I stopped in October. It's like, that was it for me. Stopped taking them shits and stopped drinking. I haven't touched the drink since.
Since the last time you was on my show.
That fucking nasty ass shit. I thought
Tiger Balm.
You caught me with that. Man caught me with that shit, because niggas be telling you, no, it's like ginseng. That shit ain't nothing, no, it ain't.
It's really Chinese.
In that bottle.
It's really Chinese wine.
There ain't a bone in that pot. There ain't no tiger's bones in that bottle at all. Not even a pinch of tiger in that bitch.
Was that the era where you were turning down interviews? Because I remember trying to get at you and you
I was turning down interviews. Yeah, you're right. Yep, around that time. I was definitely turning down interviews. I was bitter.
Why? What?
I couldn't see. I mean, I'm coming down off fucking, months and months of E-pill usage and shit and depression, and I have these anxieties, especially social anxieties at times and shit.
That's what Rock said.
And I didn't want to talk to anybody because I didn't want to be exposed.
That's
how I'm looking at it.
Right.
I didn't want to be exposed in that moment. Very vulnerable.
There's a feeling that you get.
That's real shit,
when you like on the come down of them shits where it's like, I don't want to talk to nobody. You don't even want to say hi to people.
Because you might
say
tell
hi
on yourself?
No, because you just feel like you're not yourself in that moment, or there's something wrong, or people are going to be able to see that there's something wrong with you. So you kind of like
you're trying to avoid
become
shame?
closed in.
It's like somebody who's first time smoking weed And then y'all go to a public place and they just think everybody
and
know
they're
they
like,
high.
now you're super paranoid because it's your
That's
first
real
time
shit.
being high.
Wouldn't know about that
But
either.
more than that, it's the serotonin levels in your brain is drained.
Yeah.
Serotonin is like, it's like the happy part.
Yeah.
When that shit is drained, what you left with?
You gotta re-up then.
No, you left with everything.
Yeah,
outside
everything
that.
else.
Doesn't
Nah,
the
I get it.
E-pill
Yeah,
re-up you?
Oh, if you would have got an interview, you would have got so much shit. I would have been.
My whole goal in interviewing you was seeing the transition happening over at Def Jam, seeing them trying to like usher out some of my favorite MCs, and I wanted to expose that. And
I wouldn't have a
wanted you-
career right now.
I wanted you to.
I would not. I'm telling you, I would have been airing some shit out, and that was how I felt at that moment. But that was me dealing with my own insecurities at that point, because none of those dudes ever did nothing to me up at Def Jam. Nobody who worked there, staff, anything. They might not have included me in a lot of things.
That counts.
Yeah.
I mean, but they didn't do that. Let me put it this way: it didn't hurt my feelings. But it did get me to a point where it was like, maybe I'm not doing enough. Maybe I need to do this. Maybe I need to do that. Now I'm questioning myself, and my self-esteem is leaving with every question. Every question I have, more self-esteem leaves, more self-esteem. And then to be in these circles with these mega stars now, and the label treats you, or that you don't feel, because you're too conscious of it now. You feel like you're not being treated the way you should be treated now, because you're so conscious and aware.
You're looking through those lenses.
Yes.
And you're actually looking for something to justify what you're thinking rather than seeing the good that's going on.
And knowing that feeling, knowing this is going on, because it happened to me as a child, I became recluse. And it was more or less like, let me fix myself first. And I felt like a cocoon. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go into this cocoon, and when I come out, if I'm not in better shape than I was before, fuck it. I'm gonna be the worst motherfucker on this planet. Period. I'm just gonna let those nasty thoughts and everything take over me, and anybody get in my fucking way going.
And would that make you Melly Mel?
No, I'm talking, look, B, man, I ain't like myself, so I didn't like anybody fucking else.
Right.
So that meant anything that would have came in my circumference at that point in time was gonna get it. My family went through a lot with my ass during that era, man.
Right.
And I can admit that I did take a lot of my fucking misery out on them, and they did not deserve it. And I took some of my misery out on people at Def Jam that did not fucking deserve it. You know, I had an episode with Beyonce, and this is me being miserable, okay? I had met them overseas with Jay. We were all over there. Well, I didn't meet them with Jay. Jay, Dame, all of us were over there. We were doing the MOBO Awards. That's like their Soul Train.
Yeah.
And the girls were there. Very nice. This is when there was still 4 of them, the original members. Very nice, very cordial, all that. And I always kept that in my head, like, these are some decent young ladies and shit. Fast forward, now it's 3 members. They got the 2 new girls. And we were at Janet Jackson's Icon. And I remember I just came off stage, and where we were sitting at, nothing but VIPs. You know, we had NSYNC up here, Destiny Child right there. Tommy Lee was over here, Pink. And I see the girls. So, you know, I kind of moseyed out of my seat to go over and say what's up to them. Now, this is me still in my low self-esteem era. But I'm thinking like, okay, comfort zone here. I'm gonna say what's up to the girls. I love them. I'm just gonna say hi. I go over to say hi to them. And when I said hi, they didn't even turn around and acknowledge me. Now my ass in my head with my low self-esteem is like, oh, they just shitted on me. When in fact, they didn't even hear me. It was so loud in that motherfucker. And that's the excuse that I'm giving right now. They didn't even fucking hear me. That's what. Afterwards, Rockwilder, he was gonna do the Bootylicious song for him. He comes over. He's talking to him. He's like, oh, y'all know Red and Meth? And they put their hands out to shake. And I kept my hand here and was like, go ahead with that Hollywood shit. To this day, that shit hurt my heart because neither Kelly, Beyonce, or Michelle ever did any fucking thing to me, you know? But me being so miserable, and in that fucking moment, I felt like they wasn't treating me the way I should have been treated. Who am I to think that about these girls? They're here to promote themselves and break records and things of that nature. And it was not about me, it was about Janet fucking Jackson. You know? And to this day, man, like, I don't think I've ever apologized for that. I apologize to Beyonce, I apologize to Kelly Rowland and Michelle. Y'all did not deserve that at all.
I wonder if they remember
Because, you know, they probably had them posters on their wall, too. You know that, right?
Doubt it.
You know, they probably had them posters,
Bro,
too.
that's Houston.
settings.
They got
That's
ripped down
Houston.
as soon as they got home.
Bro, that's Swisher House. Not Swisher House. Jay Prince and them. You know what I mean? Come on, Houston had his
don't
own
sleep on
fucking
it.
hip hop
Look,
movement.
man.
Like
Math,
New York
I don't
had their
care
own little shit.
You can't sell.
But they was
you can't
selling
sell
Source magazines
Thank
out
you.
there.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You was on some
Thank
chicks'
you.
walls.
You can't.
Just letting you know.
You can't sell a record
Just
you
letting you
sold
know.
and not be out
might
there.
not
Like,
be
you gotta
in
In
stop
their
it.
walls,
But
I'm
you was
telling you,
on
man,
their
yo, I
walls.
used to walk in like, God damn, this nigga again. That's what's up.
It's Hoffa, trapper turn smack rapper. Only smack rapper that you know is smack rappers. Got bars, I can hang with the backpackers. Trap star, I don't hang with the backpackers. I'm in the hood with the work, you heard. Making fiends leave earth, you heard. Got your baby mama thirst, you heard. Feel the flow, nigga, throw it in reverse. This the wave you need to surf, you heard.